talking about the tabs I've been like masterminding here. It's just an outliner, like my offer outline, whatever it is. And if I have Whop feedback, I just punch into this little bookmark here, and I add the new Whop feedback that I want to share with the team,
Boom.
and then I pop back into my main timeline, back to where I left off. And of course, I have multiple screens. So things if I want to have two instances of this little sidebar here, I my sidebar, my bottom screen too, and I have two instances of it, and I can be in two places at once. Mastermind.
Guys, go buy his WAP right now. But yeah, but
Yeah, a bit of a digital wizard.
I wanted to. I was gonna say, Dan, Nick in chat, who's one of our CPLs, partnerships at WAP, he's asking why are you on Gumroad?
Oh, okay. So why Gumroad? There's a couple reasons. So I probably would ideally be doing Stand Store, but I just don't want another $100 a month subscription right now in order to actually have effective email marketing. But the thing is that you can't deny the fact that Gumroad has a really effective system for if somebody downloads a lead magnet or somebody downloads any of my products. If somebody downloads one of my digital downloads, they're most likely inclined to buy another digital download or to actually purchase and transact with me. So anybody who's signing up for Gumroad is going to be a potential buyer, like actual marketing emails and stuff like that. So that can differentiate the emails that are just like WAP emails can be just content that I'm releasing that's just giving value. And then anybody who's downloaded lead magnets from Gumroad, those are potential buyers. And so I can drop a pitch using Gumroad's free newsletter tool, infinite number of subscribers, mind you, I can specifically target people who only bought a specific product. So if I'm testing a product that's like, let's say, specifically for like more spiritual stuff, like maybe human design, self-discovery, numerology, I can only send that emails to people that bought my, self-discovery lead magnet. And so there's just so much more control with Gumroad over email marketing in the back end that I'd probably prefer to use that rather than just using Gumroad's built-in email marketing through like newsletter thing. And you can embed your Gumroad in your WAP like this, and it looks fantastic. And I can also create more advanced sales pages. I like to use card.co to build my landing pages. And so if I have a serious landing page that I want to throw together, or I want to link, thing is, I actually realized that I didn't like selling. I use beacons for my main link in bio and website. And so the thing is, I can have products on beacons that link to other places. So the thing is, my beacons products links to Gumroad, and then as well as that, I can also embed my Gumroad products into my card.co landing pages really effectively, like in natively into card. So yeah, their UI is just clean as fuck. Like it makes email marketing simple, and I can embed it anywhere. Like I can embed this product page inside a fucking Notion template and just be like, hey, here's a free Notion template. Oh, did you know this product is like an upsell of this? And it was already embedded in the Notion page. It's just like Gumroad is just a sick tool. Technically, it also embeds the platforms like Zapier and Discord too. You can also give access for somebody to special upsells through that too. So yeah, Gumroad just has a lot of options available to you for free. So it's kind of hard. Yeah, you also have upsells, and you can genuinely make like a quality sales page with Gumroad too, because you can embed any type of content in the platform. And not to mention, Gumroad actually has a clean ass course builder in the back end. Like WAP's course builder is good, but I'm still disappointed that you can't embed Loom videos and you can't like do a couple other things. Well, I feel like viewing courses in WAP is since WAP tends to be a little bit distracting and I want to go other places. I feel like a course person in the back end inside of Gumroad might be a little bit more focused and concentrated for the end user, anyways.
Yeah, yeah,
And the thing
agree.
is, people purchase a lot of products on Gumroad anyways. So if they ever forget, like, oh fuck, what was that product that I purchased from Dan way back in the day? They log into their Gumroad account, they can see all the products they purchased in the past. And so if they completely forget about me as a person, as an individual, they can still come back to it later when they're looking for all the other products they downloaded in the past. That's
Yeah,
another just really intuitive thing about it.
yeah, Gumroad is amazing. It also
And so
provides
using
free,
was that?
I mean, it also provides free traffic. Gumroad provides a
Yeah.
lot of traffic.
So using Whop plus Gumroad is just
More money.
two effective ways to do email marketing more effectively. It's just a better way to do email marketing more effectively. Because I'm coming from a lot of marketing experience background, so was very picky with how I was selecting this creator funnel back end. But yeah,
Same.
technically speaking, though, I'm sorry, not Whop. Standout Store would be the better option over Gumroad because I think it does it a little bit more cleanly. It does it in your own user interface and user experience. But like I said, I don't want to be paying an extra $99 a month right now while I'm still building it out. But after I have a lot of sales on Gumroad, after I have a lot of products that are like um, tested and like I know these are working, I can see myself moving the products over to Standout Store in the future and then
What
just
I
paying
don't
them
like,
a month.
yeah, yeah, I agree with that. Also, what I don't like with Snapchat is that it doesn't actually provide you with all this free traffic that Gumroad does.
I don't like cold traffic personally. Then not only do they take 30% of your commissions on top of that, but they also like the person isn't warmed up to you. They didn't see your content. They're not as likely like you're a complete stranger in that sense. And I don't really care
Want
for
strangers.
those type of impressions in most use cases.
I mean,
Like
that's what I mean. You can embed the page right there. You can embed a YouTube video or a TikTok video or a guide on how to use a product, and then they can actually know who you are, subscribe to your YouTube channel.
you know,
Bro, Gumroad is traffic for free.
mhm. I actually haven't put my WAP on the Discover page yet either because I'm still building it. I don't feel like it's ready yet.
Well, you should launch
Of
it
course,
and
when it's
then
done.
just
Yeah.
build it out.
And I feel like if this you might be offer, I feel like this is gonna be pretty sick on Discover. Like, I feel like people are gonna see this and be pretty
Yeah,
nice
like
to check it out.
even for
I'm
me,
kind of
like your offer is like pretty crazy. Like I could definitely see this like a ton of people like joining and then asking a ton of questions. Like I myself would be in there like asking like, yo, like how do you like all these like little intricacies on like any like other platform and like just setting up like the like stream and like video, like all that stuff. Like I could definitely see you getting a ton of traffic just from people like asking.
Yeah, that's one of the digital offers I plan on putting up on Gumroad. Just walking through my entire OBS setup and all the plugins.
Fire.
That'll probably be like a quick, like I don't know, maybe $22 product.
Do you Dan, do you have a VSL on this swap or no?
No, I do plan. The thing is, I plan on doing like a nice warm welcome video, and I'll probably do some housekeeping. Like I plan on like because I know the WAP's gonna evolve so quickly. Like if I record something right now where it's in such early stages, that shit's gonna change mad quickly, and I don't want to have to constantly record a new VSL. So I'm probably just gonna do some generic like housekeeping stuff when I introduce my WAP community. And by housekeeping, I mean like some safety guidelines and rules for like using Discord and WAP safely because keep them informed about like hey stay away from scammers, don't do this or that and I'm also going to give them some recommendations on how to like manage their Discord notifications so they're not being absolutely butt spammed with their notifications via Discord if they're not a big Discord user. But like those sort of things, helping them get the best out of using WAP and the best out of using Discord, because that's kind of like where my community is going to be um, built built between.
Gotcha. Yeah, sweet. Can you drop a link to this in the chat? I think I'm already in, but for the people that are watching and are interested,
Sure.
just but yeah, this is sick. Your Notion is insane. It's so like organized and
Wait,
and
you see my Notion?
you're showing it like a couple
Yeah,
minutes ago. It's on your screen, but um, I was in the stream last week, and D, I don't know if you met D, but she's really big on Notion as well. And I think Ari was talking about Notion, and it really got me interested in kind of figuring it out and trying it out. I haven't tried it previously, but seeing how you guys have yours set up is nuts.
today's effort.
Totally.
Yo, I want to share some little Notion tips and tricks like while we're here.
Sure.
Or Israel, you got the floor.
Yeah, so I have this little database right here. One is called resources, one is called video editing, the other is called education, the other is called Notion, and the other is called Canva. Okay, so let's say that I'm scrolling on TikTok on my platform, and let's go to my following creator. So I have this list video. I go here, sounds and resources, and it instantly saves this video inside the database that I made for the Notion. It instantly uploads the database that you save the video. Instantly, you get this photo of the video, a hyperlink, and a URL, and where and when it was created.
Yeah, that's fire.
So all of these are video editing. All of these are tools for education, learning, AI automations,
What's up, kids?
marketing.
Trying it? No. Sorry, already.
I like how your bookmarks in Notion have thumbnails.
Yes, sir. I also have my ideas and project here, database, Whop video, create to get paid, will pay you details, start progress, thumbnail, upload, created, form, platform, server, boom,
Eric, can you hear me?
Yeah,
boom,
we
and
could hear
get
you.
some.
Ari, are you good?
No, you're all good. Doing great. How are you?
Just want to jump on. This is my first session with you guys.
Oh
To see
yeah.
take some. I also had some questions. You already know my questions. So
Yeah.
just discuss them.
Yeah, much easier. So for context, can you just repeat what's on your mind, just so everyone on stage is kind of aligned?
Yes, of course. So we started Discord, sports betting Discord slash meme coin or crypto trading Discord, which is like mainly a DJ server. Um, around 4 months ago, we're currently at 1,700 members. However, it's free. Um, now we went paid 3 days ago. We're at 108 members, but we don't have a big social media following. Um, our Twitter account has like 600 followers. My own personal one, I haven't made one yet for myself, so we're lagging on in terms of the 100 paid members to 300 um, using our own resources or anything else that I should do or outsource in order to get to that goal.
Yeah, just out of curiosity, so are your free members, are they free through WAP, or are they just free directly through Discord?
Not everything's done for what.
What's different between your paid offer?
So with the free one, you would only get the MVP member slips, which are like hand-selected members that are good at betting. And we chose them to give alerts for the free members in the free chat, and they also get access to any live classes that we hold for crypto trading. So they get access to all of that stuff. And then once there's for sports and crypto, um, with the community that's more active in the paid server because they're paying for the service. And the first deal that we did, which was 3 days ago, we started with code our members that are inside the server, so they would get the best deal once we go pay instead of any outsider to make them feel home. And then what we did, we gave the first month for $10 a month, and then back to normal rate after the first month. But from now,
Did at 100, you only want to give 100 people that discount?
so I initially was thinking that if I do 100 now, and social media strength more valuable. That's how everything is, right? So 5 or 10 spots to paid numbers like this. But I don't know if that's the strategy.
Yeah, genius. I know we had a mastermind about this that Abraham was saying a while ago, right?
Yeah, like funneling like free to paid or just like starting.
Yeah. No, funnel like free to pay.
Yeah, so what is that currently like inside of that like free community?
What's inside it?
Yeah.
Payment rules, server guide. You have access to the announcement channel. You have obviously the join premium channel, server reviews, risk management, backdoor management, free chat, and then they get to see the profits channel that we post the profits in. And then just have access to the list out. We made a channel for that too.
Gotcha. And like how often are like the free plays like getting sent out? Is it like a weekly thing?
You can membership, which are work, which there's people that work in that channel daily, so they're uploading their bets. But it's not like this to be in there and gave them free access to give these the tips to the free members. So the free members still have like something to play with.
More value. Like me personally, I'm in like several or like, I've been in several groups where like it's like super basic and like I don't really care like for example, I'm in here I don't want to like rip on just a random person, but uh there's this one called Hustlers Arcade, and I just get announcements, which I usually have muted. There's like a YouTube thing. I don't really care. Giveaways. There's no giveaways. I get to see like member wins from the paid people, which is nice to have because now you're seeing like, all right, the paid people are winning, and then the free people can also share their things. There's like a secret bonus thing, help desk, and that's it. Like personally, that's like I just don't see that much value in that. So I'm probably never gonna. Um, I guess that's like crypto. It doesn't really like apply ish, but there's like Frugal Season, like their free community, Resellers Basement. I would say like that one is really good. I've like used it. I've gone through their entire funnel. Like I've gone paid. And the reason for that is because like they're constantly adding like new and new things. They're like always, um, yeah, they're just like showing new guides for new things that like come out and like reselling, which is usually like loops. So if there's something that's like, hey, here's like how you could start getting like free, in this case, it would be like ideally daily, which I know can sometimes like not be the case. Um, or at least like weekly, like hey, like we're writing up like a new guide next. And then yeah, just like I don't know if anyone else has like anything to chime in there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. So what I took from that is basically do frequent giveaways and give them free value weekly, basically, and to not basically forget about them.
Yeah, and I would also ask them for like feedback directly, like hey, like what would you guys want to see like next? Like, I always say like, if you just ask them, like ask anyone for feedback on your offer, your product, whatever it is, you could just sit there and guess like I don't know how to do this or I find it very hard to learn about this thing. Like, can you just make it a little bit easier, like reformat it? Things I've seen for like Discord servers specifically, they'll run like monthly or weekly like promos where it's like, hey, like invite 10 unique people, like you can throw in the double counter. The person with the most invites or top three with the most invites, they like stay loyal with your like brand group, and then eventually hopefully they go paid and now you have more and more people. So I would run, yeah, like giveaways, free value, like add some incentives and have like weekly things for people to look forward to.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. And I don't know, does anyone else have any like better ideas or any like more hands-on experience with their like free community?
Is it an Discord server?
Yeah, it's for a Discord server.
Yes. Basically, like the MLM system for the itself for your requirements.
What is that again?
MLM system. It's multi-level marketing. They get rewarded more much when they invite other people and get them inside the server. Also, there's a Discord bots that do provide you a good management system for your invites. Maybe I can share with you the name of the bot. Give me a second. Let me search for it.
This is a Discord bot that helps them invite their friends or keep
Yeah,
track.
it's keep tracking and you can have a leaderboard so you can know who did the most so far.
Yeah, is it invite logger? It's like the little sheep.
Yeah, it's invite logger. Yeah, yeah, it's this one. I think they do have a paid version also. It's cheap. Yeah, it's cheap. Uh, it's a good one to use so far.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I want to add that. That's really
Yeah.
cool.
Uh,
You guys know any sports betting bots that I should implement?
support?
Any sports betting bots that are useful to implement? Or you've seen in other
You do
games?
sports betting, DJ.
We do. We cover. I cover soccer, then there's NBA, NHL, uh, all sports basically. UFC, boxing. We got 5 different analysts. All of them specialize in certain things.
Well, like just money lines, or do you do like
I do mainly money lines, just with soccer because it's easier or both teams to score. There's a variety, to be honest. Ideally, I want to push this to 300 paid members by next couple of months. So
Do you enable the discovery mode inside your server? Or, yeah, as a community.
what was that again, bro?
Discovery option.
Discovery option. I don't know what that means. What do you mean on what?
No, on the Discord side.
I don't know. Not too sure.
Yeah, like basically there is some requirements you have to finish.
But don't you need 1,000 members for that? Don't you need 1,000 members to be on the Discord discovery?
No, I have less than 2,000.
700.
Yeah, you need 1K.
We got 1,700, but they're free. Does that count?
Free?
They're
Yeah,
free
Yeah.
members. So apply for Discord discovery. Verification leaderboard. Uh, the giveaways and the beef.
I'm linking. I linked the website in the chat
That boosts traffic to the Discord server.
Thank you, Aristotle.
I just linked it in the chat. Yeah.
Have you used this yourself?
I think it basically links your Discord server with search engines. So whenever somebody search on Google or another search engine, it will show up based on keywords and keyword matching.
And a lot of people just browse this marketplace to find Discord servers to join, so
Yeah.
it's just a quick way to get discovered if you don't have access to like maybe get that Discord's native discovery feature.
Okay, perfect. Also, Eric, how do you get the verified badge what badge on Twitter account?
Oh, are we still giving those away?
No, you can't get those. We would reach out for that.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, we switched those. I think Twitter reached out to us saying we can't give them out to creators anymore. And they for Twitter's actually.
Oh no way. Okay.
I'm not sure if I'm tracking. What are we talking about here for verification?
You can't get the WAP one. Or
That you don't give those.
oh, no, we're talking about the ones on op.
Be able to get.
No,
Is there?
verified in science. That usually refers to just getting your wallet listed on Discover.
Okay. Cool.
Deleted chats showing up in the sidebar, and I checked today after I deleted that spammer's message, and it's already fixed. No more ghost messages. They're deleted.
Let's go. Their reactions are so funny. But I love that. Yeah. Hey, what's our
Put in poop for me, bro.
This is not. Who's putting? Is it Benji? What's up, SEO geek? What's up? We got info back in here. We got Rex. Rex has been in here. So, consider.
What can I? Let me try to do that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think badges or some sort of like milestone badge focused milestones would be sick. Like how Reddit has, for example, Reddit has all those completion badges. I like that a lot. Um, I think more stuff like that, or just stuff like that.
Like Substacks verification badges. Like they give best-selling authors, people that have hundreds of subscribers, like an outline of a verification check badge on Substack. And if they have thousands of paid subscribers, they have like a full check badge. So I suggested like, oh, a blue outline for people that might have like, a certain number of community members or paid purchases in Whop, and then people that have, made a, let's say over 50K type deal. That was my suggestion there.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that. Achievements. Oh, I agree. Instead of
Yeah, I mean, I'm not offended by the food. It makes me laugh because I have a colostomy bag, so it makes me kind of laugh about it.
No, it's not directed at you, Marvin.
Oh, because it's funny though. It makes me chuckle too. Like I noticed, you see, it's.
No, default emojis can't be throwing shade at people. Like, what's next? A clown emoji?
Okay, that could be my emoji. That could be like a trademark thing that I can get.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe
That with genius, that's nice.
If I
yeah, but when you go live and when you end the live, then it adds the live stream app back into your wall, right, Genius? If I'm not mistaken.
Wait, repeat
I
that
was
real
wondering
quick.
how that trash works.
He's asking like if he deletes his live stream app, the live stream.
Yeah, it would just be like deleting like an app and then re-adding it.
Yeah, would that delete the VODs if you did that?
Because you're deleting the entire app.
Yeah. I mean, if you just want it hidden for periods of time, then you can always just hide the app and then make it visible again if you want.
But yeah, if you
kept it hidden.
yeah, go ahead. If you hide it, it just goes into draft, so it just like hides it.
Interesting, because I'm saying like because it's still hidden. The app in general, because of the VODs, keeping it hidden would allow for that, in theory.
Yeah.
Right? Or
Yeah, but if you make it, the use case would be like what?
well, I guess that wouldn't even work technically because when you're actually in the live, what if somebody doesn't want to have VODs public?
Yeah,
There's no real option to do that right now, I suppose.
well, what you would do instead, want the stream to pretty much be public and you just want to use it as, and that's literally what it does. It's just like a bit of that. So you could just be like, hey, we're gonna do a call and call, not recorded, nothing, like there's no like viewers. It's just kind of like it's more so like a Zoom room. And yeah, there's still like a chat. You can share your screen, webcam, microphone, all the basics. It's just not recorded.
I have on the homepage like the live streams would be. Since the apps
No,
are kind of like almost copy and paste.
no, because currently all you could see live streams, chats, forums, and courses.
Live streams.
Oh, and events and events.
Check it out.
Those are currently what's public. Well,
Interesting.
technically six. My bad. You could also do content rewards. Content rewards and yeah, content rewards would show up. So yeah, there's six apps that publicly show up on Explorer. Here, I'll also like add them in chat here.
Sick. Wait, did you just say also chat?
Yeah.
Oh, you already mentioned that. All right, I've had enough participation. I'm gonna get back to cooking, but I'll still be here.
All right. So yeah, if people have really any community could use all of these. Throw in a chat forum, do a live stream, run up content rewards either on the live stream or any other content that you have. You have a course going over basics of whatever it is you do, and then host like monthly or weekly events on live stream. So uh, you stack them and you're like triple dipping user minutes, you're triple dipping features, also visibility on Explore and Discover.
I just had another bit of I wouldn't call it feedback, but to add
Yeah.
on to some stuff we were talking about earlier. I'm not sure who it was that asked me why I was using Gumroad instead of just
Oh yeah,
using
Nick. Yeah.
thing is that another good use case for why I want to use Gumroad is is think about it this way. So let's say I have the introduction video of like a workflow that I've productized. And so like my workflow for example. So I could technically create an academy app inside of Whop, and then I could have the introduction video or the walkthrough of how I'm using a specific template inside of the academy. And the thing is, they have the instructional video. They can see this template that I'm showing them how to build out. They can see how it's being used and implemented. And then in the description, it's like you can buy this here. The thing is, they look inside the academy. They see what the template's possible of. They're going to be like sold right out that video. They're going to click that link. They're going to buy it in the Gumroad and have access to the full. Like it's like a paywall, but like a very intuitive paywall because it's just like they can discover the products and see it in action.
Yeah, so you mean more so like as almost like add-ons? Like, hey, I'm in your WAP and I see this one thing that I really like, but it's so small that obviously it's not going to be like a full-blown like entire WAP, but it is just like a little piece. Is that kind of what you're talking about?
Yes, and the thing is that because I'm doing it through Gumroad like this, for if somebody buys that product as well, it'll be very easy to directly like things. If I update that product and add some cool new things to it, if I just had that as a like, I wouldn't want to spam my entire WAP community if I updated one product if some people didn't buy it. But because I did it through Gumroad, I can directly email all the people that purchased that product and be like, "Hey, you just got an update. Come check it out." And it's the backend's in Gumroad.
Gotcha.
So it's just very easy to manage the email marketing for your buyers and effectively deliver good products. And the thing is, this also allows me to have my WAP University for free because I'm going to monetize through these smaller digital offerings, and then yeah, I think is ideally that's going to also help me grow the Discord faster too. So that's yeah, once I'm on WAP's Discord, my Explore page, then everybody who joins us click Discord instantly in the Discord.
Yeah, the other thing I thought of was like the only problem is that you'd have to like fulfill them manually is if you can do a because you can use like the only like add-ons that are inside of WAP currently that would be similar to that is something like bounties where like or maybe you have like a menu and then people submit like a payment for their specific thing, and then boom, you could kind of fulfill it that way, but you'd that would require you to be on there and like notice, oh, someone sent me $50, but for what? And then you have to like go and fulfill it manually. So there's that. Also, coaching calls could be similar, but then once again, you'd have to like get on a call and like show them. It's not like really like a recording or anything, or you could make the recording and just like have a 5 minute call where you're like, hey, here's the recording, here's like how you set it up. So that way they could kind of pay for add-ons, but yeah, it wouldn't be um very straightforward where it's like, hey, like here's this one course, the tool, and like that's it. Just set it up and that's your own little thing right there. I do agree we should have like some sort of add to
Some
cart
type of
slash.
upbuild that yeah, that adds to your current WAP subscription, not necessarily having to create an entirely new WAP. Because that doesn't exist, which is why I'm probably using Gumroad for that. But the thing is, I do have plans. Once I have enough digital products like offerings on Gumroad, I do think I can introduce a paid tier on my academy and just be like, hey, for one monthly subscription, you'll like uh, in this like course that I have built inside this paid community, it'll like all the digital downloads are just in there accessible. And because you can't, it takes time to actually go through each of the products, it'll incentivize them to stay on the subscription because they get access to all the offerings and all the new offerings.
Yeah, so it's like almost like previews
Yeah,
on like
previews in the academy. Yeah, sorry, sure.
no, that's it. Some sort of like feature preview.
Yeah, yeah, because doing one-off digital products isn't very intuitive right now because you have to set up an entire WAP system to make a new offer.
Wait, Rex, could you come up on stage? I'm confused if you're talking about apps or offers because you're mentioning it's apps, but then you're saying that you can't order what people would be purchasing, which would be like offers. What's up, Barb, Chris, Daniel?
I do have another question. So I noticed that I was doing some test posts instead of my announcements category, which is basically the same as the newsletter. And in the post that okay, so if I put it in the blog format here, it seems, I need to refresh the page one sec. It seems like like even if I had images in the post, like I put test posts that had, well, maybe I didn't in this one, but I noticed that even when I had images inside of the newsletter post, it just had this default WAP image in the banner instead of actually having the main image from the post.
Gotcha.
Is this something you guys are tracking?
I don't think that's being tracked, but I'm almost certain that it's not supposed to happen.
This one might be an exception. I'm gonna do another test right now just to make sure I'm not tripping.
Yeah.
So I want to get false feedback. Newsletter. This is why I'm not funneling traffic into here because now I'm going to spam everybody who is in my academy email, test email right now.
You
Unless
can
they
disable
sign
that
up for
as well.
Okay, sure. Configure newsletter, test news. Let me configure it first. Do not send emails. There we go. Only admins. Okay, test newsletter. I'm going to drop an image in here. So yeah, so let's say this is the newsletter and this is the thumbnail that I wanted for it, and I had all this context. Now if I paste it here, Okay, that one looks normal because it's a regular feed post, but I was talking about the blog post. So let's see if that updates properly. Oh, okay, no, it seems like it's working fine.
Got it. Okay. All good.
I guess it was just the old posts that I had there that didn't have images.
Yo, I have a serious question. So we can auto moderate specific words in our chats, correct? Let me say these words inside the chat. Am I affected by it? That's the question.
Um, I I actually don't know on that one. Could you just try
Well,
it?
I think should be able to exclude mods from that, because that would make sense.
Yeah, yeah. Because I thought that if we ban these keywords like DM me and man, then you are okay. You have a safe chat. No one can scam.
You guys mentioned how you can detect people that are joining servers and like sending out joining a ton of WAPs and sending out a lot of messages, and that was a way to detect people that are like trying to scam and be spammy. But yeah, definitely giving some love to the keywords feature to eliminate that, or maybe an AI auto moderation would be sick.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I think
No.
that the keywords that we need to these are the most used by this kind of users.
Oh, those
Yeah,
nice.
people mention like, oh, like, can we just like filter it so it's what was it? It's called something. Does have a name for it. It's tagging, tagging for
Yeah, I was thinking
um
tagging.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, we don't have that, but I feel like eventually, I just don't think the team would be prioritizing that right now. They would just be like, just use separate forums, which isn't like the best, but eventually we.
Yeah, because that would make the newsletter a lot more concise because you can have different categories there on top. So that does make the newsletter features a lot more difficult to have just one space where you can have all the information. Because like you know how Discord has their
Yeah,
once you
where it's
drop
like,
it to Discord, they go
yeah,
really well. Something like that on WAP, pretty dang cool. Because I feel like people on Discord have a lot of friction towards actually interaction and engaging with the forums because they're so used to doing like the chat types that I very much dislike using forums instead of Discord, but they do it very well. So it's a good feature. Also, PSA, you can embed your Beehive newsletters instead of WAP.
yeah. I think everybody should check out there's a lot. Unbiasedly, the calendar bookings app is definitely not the best if you want any advanced features. Like if you sure, so it will literally book over like another calendar. So if someone's running just one offer, works flawlessly, there's nothing else to book over.